Hello, my name is Jason Beach, and in this screencast, I'm going to show you how you can actually use Google Forms to create a benchmark assessment. Now, if you're not familiar with using Google Forms, I definitely recommend that you check out my Google Forms interface overview. It's another video that I've created. If you've ever watched that video, then you're ready to jump into this one. I've already got a form, just a basic form set up. This is just a benchmark test that I'm making here, and this is just over Tennessee Tech's history. As you can see here, I've got a basic multiple choice question set up. I've got a true and a false, and if they choose true, if they get the answer correct, then they're going to go on to the next section, which actually talks about colleges. If they get the question false, they're going to go to another section which talks about Tennessee Tech's history. Now, if they get the question correct, they're going to go to section 3, and it takes them to the colleges for the next set of questions. If they get the question wrong, as I said before, they're going to go to section 2, which allows them to watch a video on Tennessee Tech history. Now, to set this up, all you have to do is create a question, and then what you'll want to do is you'll want to set this up so this you can go to question based on answer, go to section based on answer. When you set that up, you can actually go in and select which section that you'd want to go to. Now, it's important if you want to use this as a benchmark assessment, you'll want to make sure that each question has its own section, because that allows you to navigate to that specific question. As you can see right here, question 1, question 2, question 3, and of course question 4. So instead of creating a series of questions in a row, each single question will need to be in its own section for this to work. So once you've got that set up, all you have to do is just tell the path that you want the student to take. So again, if they get the question correct, you want them to go on to the next section there. In this case, let's pretend we're using math as a math example. If they solve the equation correctly, it'll take them to another page or another section with a more advanced equation. If they get the equation incorrect, it'll take them to another section with an easier equation. This is how you can go in and set up a benchmark. Now let's just kind of take a look at the preview here, what this looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and preview that, and let's say they get the question wrong. They choose false and they press next. It's going to take them to a video that they can watch.
What are you looking for? A place to belong?
Alright, so once they finish watching the video, they'll know that Tennessee Tech was started in 1915, and then of course they can then move on. Now I've got this set up so they can go back and forward. As I said in the other video that I created, you can turn that off. If they were to select true, you can see it's going to take them to the next question. And again, this talks about the 7 distinct colleges that Tennessee Tech has. Now, just taking you back here just to kind of see what this looks like. Again, all I'm doing is each question has its own section, and then I go in by pressing the More button here, and then I choose Go to Section based on answer, and then I just set that up. So if they get it right, they go to the next section that I want them to go to. And you can do the exact same thing here. If I wanted to continue on with my benchmark assessment, when they get this correct, then I can take them to a next page that talks about the different colleges. And then if they get true, then I would set this up. So, let me undo that. So if they get this true, I'll go to next section by clicking this button here, and then that's going to go to section 4. And that's it. That's how easy it is to create your own benchmarks within Google Forms.